Welcome everybody to Two Birds Baking. My name is Prunella Salisbury.
And my name is Gwendolyn Whittingham.
And today we're making carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
I love carrot cake. And this is a very...
I love carrot cake too.
Yes, and this is a very special recipe by an American cook. So,
no, not really.
Yes, her name's Ina Garten. Yeah, she's
the barefoot Contessa?
Yes, the very one.
I have never seen her show. Never once.
I have not either. However, I have done some of her recipes. So we'll be using all American measurements, just so you know.
Okay.
So, Google it and you can adjust and do your meals.
Now, Prun.
Yes,
you know how a lot of times you get these recipes off of the internet, or you get them off a show or out of some magazine, some publication, and you try them and they fail. They fail miserably.
Yes.
In fact, I shouldn't say this, will probably be sued, but there is a certain American home maven, goddess, whose recipes fail fairly often.
Notoriously,
that's true. That she's infamous for failed recipes. So, that being said, how does Miss Ina Garten stand up to that problem?
In my experience from the recipes I have tried, they all come out quite good, but let's see how it goes.
Well, I think that if Prun feels that this baker, Miss Ina, Miss Contessa, is good, then we are going to go with it.
We're going to try it. Okay, so right now we're going to start with 2 cups of granulated sugar.
Okay. Now where is our cup measure?
It's right here.
Very nice.
There you go.
Now where are we putting this?
You're going to put that in the mixer.
I am a pie baker more than a cake baker. Prun is the true expert at cakes.
Yes. As you know, I was in season 5 of the Great British Baking Show. Yes, 2 cups, dear. 2 cups. I was in season 5 of the British Baking Show. I was in the 12 original, and there was an unfortunate incident with my first bake. I made a lovely Victoria sponge, and I was making gooseberry flambe table side, and I burned off all of Paul Hollywood's eyebrows, and so needless to say, I did not make it to the next round, and Cole Hollywood never wants to see me again.
She got sued.
We aren't going to talk about that, though, are we?
No, we are not going to talk about it. Not at all.
No, we are not.
So we are going to beat the sugar, oil, and eggs.
Yes, 3 eggs and 1 1/3 cup of vegetable oil.
Now, when you do a cake of this type, I have never done vegetable oil. I usually do solid vegetable shortening. But we're going to use oil. So, my question is, do we add the oil first or the eggs first? Does it matter?
It doesn't really matter. However, I always add the eggs last for some reason.
All right, very good.
I think because you want to crack them one at a time, make sure they're good before you put them in the batter.
Oh my goodness, I would never even think of that. I just figure they're good.
No, you never make that assumption. You know what you do when you make an assumption?
You make an ass of you and me.
She is so brilliant, this lady. I just love this lady.
And I love you too, darling.
Okay, so over here.
Oh, look, this one's good. This one looks fine.
Excellent. It's a beautiful egg. It is. So start beating.
Start beating now.
Yeah, I'll just add the eggs one at a time.
All right, very good. I'm going to lock it down so it doesn't dance off the table.
Okay.
And what speed?
That's fine. That's fine right there. Until you get the eggs in.
Okay.
So over here I have 2 1/2 cups of flour, to which I'm adding 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
I love cinnamon.
2 teaspoons of baking soda.
both good. I forgot. They look very nice.
And a teaspoon of salt. It calls for 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, which we didn't have. So regular salt is quite a bit more salty. So I'm just going to add a teaspoon.
Well, and we didn't have, we might as well confess, we also didn't have extra large eggs, so we just used large eggs. Sometimes you have to do those things.
I don't think there's a big difference, really.
You have to make allowances. Sometimes you just don't have certain ingredients. So what do? Do you not make the delicious cake? Or do you just, do your best? Now, baking is very different than other kinds of things. You have chemistry going on, and certain things have to happen.
Yes, but we aren't going to talk about chemistry because that's boring.
I love chemistry. Especially between you and me. Now, you said that I love the chemistry between you and me.
I love the chemistry between you and me too.
I think
it's something really quite special. It's almost like in the air between us.
I know.
And it's the closer we move to each other, the more concentrated it gets.
I know it's like boom,
explosive,
and it turns into a wonderful mixture.
It does. It does. It's better than baking.
I think that's why the baking is so good, because we are a catalyst to each other.
I think you're right.
I think you're right. I think so too. I have to ask you something though. You did say that once I had all the eggs in, I changed the speed. Do I change it?
Yes. So you want to speed it up.
Okay. I got it on 4.
And basically you want to until they're a light yellow color.
They're beautiful. You should look. Let me stop it. I'll stop it while you finish your sifting. I think. I wish that. I wish that we could get a real close up of this delicious.
Robert, can you come over here, please?
Our cameraman Robert is so wonderful at this. Here, look, Robert. Oh, wait a minute. I can't get this on. There we go. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it is.
Is that what it should look like?
I would probably do it just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer.
See, now, Prun is the cake expert, as I had said before. I am into pies. Pies are the thing that I really enjoy doing. And I tend to do mostly fruit pies. So we're getting up onto the fall. And in the fall, we have apples. So there will be many apple pies, apple turnovers, rhubarb. Rhubarb is a spring thing. Oh, rhubarb. Is it really? Yes, it is. Oh, and the best rhubarb is in the spring, like March-ish.
I did not realize that.
Yes. Strawberries and rhubarb, they both come into season about the same time. Strawberry rhubarb pie? Yes. They come into season about the same time. Okay, let me check.
Whatever you say, Gwen, if I believe you.
What do you think of that?
Challenge that.
That looks even nicer. Look at the ribbon.
Yes.
Look at the Ritz cake.
Yes,
Very
it's
nice.
making a nice ribbon. So
Very,
this is a lovely cake.
nice.
Okay,
Yes.
so we're going to add our dry ingredients, which is
Okay,
this
very
classic British baking. If you start with the wet, add the dry.
Now, I am assuming that I'm going to lock this down, and should I put it on a low speed as we add?
But first we want to add the vanilla.
Vanilla.
Okay, so a teaspoon.
How much? Only a teaspoon.
Only a teaspoon.
Should I turn this on a little bit?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's have it
on
on
the low so it doesn't go everywhere.
Disappointed. I would have thought that we would have, a teaspoon and a half or something, Oh, this vanilla smells wonderful. Oh my God. Isn't that delicious?
This brings me back to the days growing up in Essex. My ma would make some lovely vanilla scones in the morning. Just.
This takes me back to my trip with Roderick to the Mexican Peninsula.
Oh,
Yes, we went to Mexico, Cancun, Mexico, and we also went to Cozumel.
Oh.
And there was a lovely shop on Cozumel, and I have to show you this. This is what I bought.
Oh, yes.
Look at the size of that.
That's enough for a few months anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so so it had a baby.
I got a little one so that I could refill it.
Well, and travel size.
And travel. Oh, you have to take it with you.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't leave the country. I can't leave my home without my vanilla.
Of course not. You go to a restaurant
Oh my
and
God,
the custard
yes.
is a little bit bland. Well, you can
Mix in
solve
some
that
vanilla.
problem.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, so now I am going to add this a little bit at a time to our wet mixture, which has turned into an absolutely lovely light yellow, like the feathers of a young chick. Absolutely gorgeous color.
Yes, it's now well sifted. It's very important to have sifted flour for a cake. Although this is not a light sponge, just so you know. This is more of a stodgy cake.
A dense sponge, wouldn't you say?
Yes, stodgy.
Stodgy, yes.
It's quite stodgy, but it's very scrimmy. It's very...
And it's nutritious also because it has carrots and pineapple and grapes.
So you want to
I need to stop and scrape down the sides.
Right. You know, unless the recipe says to keep mixing, you don't want to keep mixing because it might make it tough.
Oh, and you don't want a tough cake.
You don't want a tough cake.
Absolutely not.
You know, if the recipe says to keep mixing it for a certain amount of time, then by all means do. But in this case, it just says add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients.
Okay, so do you take a look here, Prun, and tell me if this looks right for you, or should I just mix it a little bit more?
I think that's fine.
Okay,
we're
very
going
nice.
to mix it a little bit more anyway.
Okay.
Hello, friends. My husband Hamish told me the other day, Prunella, you have too much data around the house. Can't you put it away? And I was somewhat perplexed because I had no idea where to put my data. Well, I'm telling you, that's why I bought TheraMaster Data Storage. It is so good. I was able to pick up all the data around my home. You know how much I have, so many recipes, so much information, just lying around the house gathering dust, but now I have a place to put it, don't I? Yes, I never knew there was such a product, and I have to tell you, it has indeed changed my life. I'm data free. You can be data free too. If you buy